Yeah. Another content. Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Yeah, we've been talking about this every day, every week, every year. Everybody talks about it. All the boxing content creators, all the independent media, mass media, always, when are we going to see the fight? When we going to see the fight? Everybody got their take. 60-40, 70-30. Is there enough money in the pie? Blah, blah, blah. I know we tired of that. I know. But it's a conversation that's going to go on going. But let me give you my take, man. I mean, we're not in the boardroom, so we don't really know what's really going on, how much money these guys are going to be making. The only thing we can actually say is maybe Errol the True Spence should get more. You know what I'm saying? Got the accomplishment in the welterweight division. Have sold pay-per-view. 40,000 out there in Dallas, Texas. But I'm going to tell you like this. As much as we want this fight, as much as the legacy deserves this fight, and the boxing world deserves this fight as well, as much as we think this is a big fight, is it the lucrative fight? Is it a very, very lucrative fight in which the fighters are going to get paid handsomely, and the people that's flipping the bill is gonna get paid handsomely as well? Is every hand in the cookie jar going to get the most? Now that's the question. And I think that's the reason why this fight has not come to fruition. Because as much as we all want the fight, and we think that the whole world want to see this fight, the only people that know Errol the True Spence and Terence Crawford is the boxing fans. Look, I want Errol Spence and Bud Crawford to be compensated handsomely. The biggest purse of their career. High risk, high reward deserves high reward. You know, high risk, high reward. That's what they say. They deserve the pay. Two of the best in the business. Pound for pound cannibal fighter. Legacy versus legacy. Pound for pound versus pound for pound. Champion versus champion. Undisputed. But I think that Errol Spence and Bud Crawford personality is not doing justice. Now, some of y'all going to be like, or most of y'all going to be like, come on, Punch Drunk. This is the fight that we all want to see. This fight sells by itself. No, ladies and gentlemen. As much as we want to think about this as fans, we also got to think about the business of boxing. The part that we hate to think about, the business of boxing. Of course, we don't know what's going on in the boardroom, but we can have some common sense. This is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. The biggest fight in the sport of boxing that really nobody knows them outside of boxing. People knew Mike Tyson outside of boxing. People knew Floyd Mayweather outside of boxing. People knew Manny Pacquiao. People know Canelo Alvarez. Now people know Anthony Joshua. There's endorsements, there's commercials, beer commercials, athletic wear. They everywhere. They get sponsored. Everybody knows them. I remember Mike Tyson had a Pepsi commercial. Remember back in the days? Mike Tyson had a video game, his own video game. Now, I'm not going to say that he got to be Mike Tyson. Oscar de la Hoya, man, he bring all the ladies to the sport of boxing, y'all. And don't nobody know Errol the True Spence and Bud Crawford outside the sport of boxing. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't even think that a lot of people know Errol the True Spence outside of Texas. I'm not saying that nobody knows. I'm just speaking in general. You know what I'm saying? This is the fight. This is the boxing fight. This is the biggest fight in boxing, but this is the biggest lucrative fight in the sport of boxing. I'm saying that their paint-dry personality and their lack of promoting this fight, they leaving money on the table. And by leaving money on the table, they just not leaving money on the table. The guys that flip the bill, the people that's investing in this fight, don't feel like they're going to make the most money off this biggest fight in the sport of boxing. And ladies and gentlemen, look, we see the personalities in interviews with Errol the True Spence, and I'm not saying, look, I'm not saying that Yo, they gotta be rah-rah. They gotta be on some ghetto shit and stuff like that, and be like and be like Adrian Broner, and you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their personality. I understand that. Everybody got the personality. Earl the True Spence got the personality like Snuffles. You know what I'm saying? Snuffles, Big Bird best friend. Hey bird, hey bird. He got the Snuffle personality. Buck Crawford's interview is one of the boringest interviews. Don't interview that guy. That's how I feel. Like, I can't wait to hear what Butt has to say, but when he's talking, man, cut the camera off. Just pull the plug, man. Let him go, let him go, let him go. No use. When it's time to promote, they are so dry. Their personality is so boring. But they're very exciting fighters. But they boring. How could they cross over? How can they sell the fight? Because, of course, people saying, oh, punch, but they sell by itself. Ladies and gentlemen, stop it. Because the boxing world has done a bad job in actually supporting these fighters. Now, of course, Errol the True Spence did 40K in attendance, good in the gate. But let's not neglect, as much as we want to give credit to Errol the True Spence, let's not neglect that the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, Dallas Cowboys is the second most famous sports team in the world. Don't neglect that the reason why Errol the True Spence number is so high is because the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, AT&T Stadium. Don't think for 1 second that those 40,000 will transfer or translate to, hey, how about put Errol Spence versus Eugenio Ugas out there in Madison Square Garden and think it's going to sell out. Barclays Center think it's going to sell out. Marlins Stadium think it's going to sell out. Or any other stadium outside of AT&T if you think it's going to do 40K. No. And this is not about shitting on it or nothing like that. Look, I believe that this fight, Errol the True Spence and Buck Crawford, should happen at AT&T because these guys can't promote a lick. The fight could promote itself, but I believe that the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, can make it big. It's supposed to be in the stadium, and I think it should happen in Dallas, Texas. But they're still relying on somebody to sell this fight that has nothing to do with boxing. Terence Crawford, I seen Terence Crawford with his friends, videos with his friends, and he has a real personality. Bud has a real personality, but when it's time to promote his fight, he don't have it. Errol the True Spence, when he's chilling with his rapper friends and stuff like that on IG, he got personality, but when it comes to promote himself to the sport of boxing, paint dry. Man, I like when Errol Spence is chilling with the Charlos, man. Because you hear that Jamel Charlo know how to promote Errol Spence better than anybody. Put it that way. Jamel Charlo know how to promote Errol the True Spence, man. Stay with Jamel Charlo. Just walk around with Jamel Charlo all day. You got to have something. That even when there was exciting fighters and great fighters like Roy Jones Jr., Mike Tyson, and Floyd Mayweather, they know how to promote themselves. See, Floyd Mayweather went outside of the sport of boxing to bring people into the sport of boxing. Let's not forget he was Dancing with the Stars. He caught your meat, beep. Dancing with the Stars. Don't forget that he fought Big Show in WrestleMania. Get the WWE fans. Even Tyson Fury. Look how well that he sold with Deontay Wilder, but those are two great characters. Two guys that know how to promote himself. And Tyson Fury, one of the best lip in the sport of boxing, went out there to WrestleMania as well, to the WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big fight, but the lack of self-promotion is, I believe, the reason why the powers that be can't put this fight, because they do not trust the consumer, because the consumer has not really supported the way they're supposed to support. When people was asking for Buck Crawford, to fight somebody, fighting Leaf, welterweight, Sean Porter, Terence Buck Crawford, it's so under 200K. Again, Buck Crawford 200K. The numbers of Errol Spence pay-per-view numbers is going down. Don't get it twisted with the AT&T gate. And that's what I'm talking about, the AT&T gate. But without the pay-per-view numbers of Errol Spence is going shh. So combined, it's like 300K. 300K, almost 400K. That's not enough for the best fight in the sport of boxing. That's not enough. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not enough. And remember, they deserve the type of purse, but how are they going to get paid that? And how are the other hands in the cookie jar going to get paid as well? Errol Spence and Bud Crawford need to wake up and self-promote. You see when they got together? You see when they had that face-to-face, the only face-to-face, and they was going at each other? They know how to self-promote. They know how to self-promote. But they're choosing not to. And that's a problem. When there's a fight out there, I like Errol Spence that's going to his fight, going to other fights, keep himself out there, keep his name relevant. But Crawford, you got to promote. Y'all leave that y'all can have so much money. Y'all leaving money on the table because y'all don't want to promote. Y'all don't want to self-promote. Talk all that shit y'all do on Twitter. Say it out loud. Shoot the video. Use y'all smartphones. The business, the men in suits do not trust the consumer for this fight. They don't. And collectively, we have not supported them the right way. We want to see the biggest fight. We say that these are the biggest stars. We say that these are pay-per-view caliber fighters, right? 200K is not pay-per-view star. How am I going to pay this guy that deserves probably 20 mil, 15 mil and up? Both of these guys really deserve good money. Sanctioning fees, belt fees also they got to pay. How I'm going to invest in this, and to be honest, the Americans do not support him. Now, I'm going to say, of course, they're going to sell, this fight's going to sell probably more than any of their fights. But is it going to be enough? Right now, Bud Crawford's a free agent. Errol Spence got man down. Strap season, man down promotion, I believe so. It's time to put y'all promotional cap on and promote this shit real good. Because right now, I think that's what's lacking in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think, man. They gotta stop being like paint dry, man. They gotta self-promote themselves. It's their money. This is y'all chance, man. And I think that this is the reason why the fight hasn't come through fruition. They're trying to figure out how much everybody gonna get back. That's what it is, man. It's prize fighting. What can I say? Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Love Bud Crawford. Love Errol Spence. I just got to be out there, man. Promote. Sell. This fight would not sell by itself. No. Don't believe the hype.